Guys, it's Industrial Gamer here, building you guys once again another video, alright? And this one is going to be quite important. It's going to be detailing exactly how I record and make videos and upload them to YouTube. Isn't that just going to be fantastic? I know you're going to like it, so you want to click like already, alright? Thank you so much. So, on with the video. So, this is the program I use. Alright, we're fine. We'll actually start for real. Some people are going to find this video interesting because the way I record videos with the hardware that I use, I kind of Mickey Moused it, and I kind of did it in a way that works, but in a way that isn't widely known. Alright, so this is going to be detailing exactly how I make videos on the PS3 and the PC versions of those videos, alright? With the Xbox 360 version going to be coming later today as well. Probably... I mean, this is on June 5th, by the way. I'm recording this on June 5th, so you guys aren't probably going to be seeing this until the midweek of June, the week that I'm gone. Alright? But I wanted to make sure you guys were covered with entertaining content that only Industrial Gamer can produce, so that's what I'm doing right here, alright? Because everyone else is crap at making videos. I'm perfect. That's why you're subscribed. Alright, but in all seriousness, the way I do things, alright? What I use to record my gameplay on my PS3 as well as my PC... on my PS3 as well as my PC, getting sidetracked here, is an AverMedia Game Broadcaster HD. Alright? What that is a PCI 1 hardware capture card that plugs into your computer through the PCI 1 slot, and which you can use to record your PC and console gameplay instantly. So, we'll step down here for a sec. Oh, I'll get my phone for the flashlight. There it is, alright? Which you can't see at all because of the reflections. Those DirectX 11 effects, I mean, they get you every time. Freaking flashlight. There it is. So here it is. You see my graphics card, then above that is the AverMedia Game Broadcaster. It's quite small, quite thin, than some of you may have thought, but that is it. It plugs in through the PCI 1 slot. In the back here, this is what you're going to want to do, okay? Because they advertise the AverMedia Game Broadcaster as a capture card that you need 2 PCs for. You need one PC to plug this thing into, and then you need another PC to actually record and play your gameplay. That is, however, you can actually do it a separate way, a different way. You can actually have it record from the same PC. So back here, I have an HDMI cord running from my graphics card up to the AverMedia Game Broadcaster HD. Alright, so that's what you're going to want to do if you're recording from the PC gameplay. Getting back up here. Then, you're going to want to go to your desktop. Once I get rid of all these windows, excuse me, I'm sorry. You're going to want to go to your desktop. You're going to right click. You're going to go to personalize. Actually, fuck that. No, you're not. You're going to go right click. You're going to go to screen resolution. Alright. Screen resolution. It's going to open up this window. You're then going to want to make multiple displays. You're going to want to drop that down and click duplicate these displays. What that will do is, on the capture card, it will duplicate exactly what you're seeing on screen in real time. There won't be any lag, there won't be any delay, it'll just be a duplicate of what's going on here. On your capture card, when you plug that in, you'll see that I have it exactly the same. It's an exact duplicate of what I have up here on my screen. In real time, as you can see, if I move my mouse, it moves the mouse just like I do on my normal desktop. So that's how you record. You just press record right here, and then that's how you record the video segment. Now the audio, a lot of people have issues with this. How do I get the audio from my same PC to be recorded as well as the actual video? Couple things. The first thing you're gonna want to do is go down here to your open task, right down here. You're gonna do right click on the little speaker icon, right click and select recording devices. This will open up another window. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to navigate down here, and if this isn't here, you're gonna want to right click and show show disabled devices. All right, if this isn't here, but find stereo mix, right click properties. You're gonna want to enable this device. Use device enable. You're then gonna go to listen. All right. You're then going to want to click listen to this device through the Realtek digital output. All right, that's what I use. That's what I have running from my PC audio up to my stereo speakers. So Realtek digital output. All right, then you're going to want to navigate over to the capture card software. You're going to go from the home menu all the way to the settings. You're going to click capture, configure input source, configure audio source. You're then going to want to select stereo mix. That means it's going to get the audio from the stereo mix. All right, and then save that. So that is basically how you're going to be able to record your live, your gameplay with the audio. That's a big issue people were having when they use this capture device. They're like, okay, I see the picture, but I can't get the audio. How does that work? That's how it works. That's how you can get it to work. And pretty much that's how you're going to do it, alright? To record my commentary, a lot of people may have questions. To record my commentary, I simply, once I press record, I have Sony Vegas open already. And then I push the speaker button, which, you know, records my voice through the Logitech HD webcam. But I record my voice already in Sony Vegas. So this is recording as I'm playing the game. That's how I do it. And you might say, all right, well, how do you sync up your commentary with the actual game audio? I never understood how people did that. Well, remember when I told you guys, click record first. So when I click record first, it's already recording. So as soon as I see I'm pressing on the button to record right now, you'll see. As soon as I see I'm pressing on the recording button to record my commentary, I simply start this track at that specific point. So what's going on is that you guys are getting an almost perfect synchronization between the game audio, what is happening on screen, and what I'm actually, my reactions to what is happening on screen. I find when the video starts, hold on, I'm gonna increase the volume so people can hear. I find when I actually start talking, alright, hi guys. And then what I basically do is I say, alright, well that's my starting point for the video, and I basically delete this whole section and have it start from that point on the audio and the video. I then go all the way, navigate all the way to the end, and I find where I actually say goodbye to everyone. So this looks like it's right there.
Have a great day. Goodbye.
Alright, and then I basically delete the rest and have it end there. Then the video is basically done, and that's how I sync it all up. Couple things. First that I do, I actually select all of this. So I'm gonna set you guys down, but I select both the audio and the video, and then my commentary track together. So hold on, why I do this. I'm doing this all in real time for you guys. So I select them all. They all should be highlighted like that. I then right click. You're gonna want to go to group, and I go create new group. What does that do? It allows me to drag them all as one file. Alright, so if I mess up, like, oh no, oops, something happened? There we go, something weird happened. Alright, but this allows me to drag them all as one file, so if I need to move this a little bit over, I don't have to like resync it completely. So then I drag this all the way over, and you'll see there's a pink line that starts forming. That's automatic. It's not like I have a setting or something. There's a pink line. So I drag it to that pink line, and what that does is when I have my intro, you'll notice when the bricks crash on the screen, it's like it's crashing. Oops. It's like it's crashing at the form of the video. So you'll notice when I start my Machinima logo, when the Machinima logo flies at the screen, the bricks shatter from my intro, and it looks really cool. So here, I'll show you guys. Boom, you know, and the bricks start flying. And the same thing when my intro is over and the bricks start rebuilding, it'll start rebuilding the image as if it were the game. Which you didn't see there. Hold on. That should work. Alright. Sorry, guys. Try this.
Alright. Hi, guys.
Alright, well, that's how it basically is. On certain videos, it's more apparent, but that's just one of them. But I do more. There's more I do to make sure the video looks in the best possible quality it can. Alright, typically on PC games, most notably than any other platform, you have what is called ghosting. Now, if you don't know what ghosting is basically when images move too quickly, you can't get a really clear image. You start seeing, you know, little ghosts or little transparent figures of what you're actually seeing. So, in order to get rid of ghosting, you know, just show you guys an example. This is ghosting. You see all these transparent images that like aren't really part of the video. It's kind of blurry and stuff like that, and the whole video just, you know, it's all. See how this ends up going over there? It's the way to get rid of that is pretty simple on Sony Vegas. You're gonna want to right-click the video tab, go to Properties. You want to click Disable Resampling and OK. Now watch as I click OK. Watch the ghosting disappear. Boom. Now you get a really clear image. There's no more ghosting. There's no more BS where you're gonna have multiple images. So when someone stops the video, it's not gonna be like they're gonna stop the video and they're gonna see all these shadowing effects or ghosting effects. It's not gonna be like that. It's just gonna be plain clear, just like that. But there's even more I do. I make sure the video looks the best possible way it can. So there's more I do. I navigate over to video effects. I then go to the first thing I go to is brightness and contrast. I just drag in brighter over here, and I leave the default at 0.10, the brightness at 0.10, the contrast is at 0.20, oops, 0.20, and then the contrast center is at 0.65. And you might be asking, alright, what does that do? Well, this will brighten up the really dark places. It's good for YouTube because YouTube makes a lot of videos darker by default. I don't know why. But also, what you're seeing on screen, even though it may be visible to you, it may not be visible to other people. You have to also think about the fact that a lot of people have different types of computer monitors, and those have different types of settings. So darker images, even though it may be visible for you, it may not be visible for others. So what this does is it brightens up the image. But for the contrast and contrast center, the reason I turn those up is because what I do with the contrast and the contrast center, make sure that the image is brighter, but it doesn't look washed out. You don't want the washed out colors and it to be too bright, because if it looks washed out, you know, it's gonna start looking like that, and that's way too bright. The colors actually look washed out, so I make sure that's at 0.10. So that way it's brighter, it's more visible in darker areas, but you're not going to be losing this sense of color. But there's more I do. There's actually a lot more. I go to color corrector next. I just drag in your, you know, basic whatever. And then the saturation, I do 1.350. Previously I did 1.500, but I realized that a lot on that setting, 1.500 basically made some of the colors look too vibrant and it washed out some. So 1.350 is perfect, and you'll notice once I do that, it's a lot more, the colors stand out a lot more and everything like that. The gamma I leave at standard 1. The gain I leave at standard 1. And the offset I leave at 5. Alright? And again, this kind of helps in hand with the brightness. It will make the colors more vibrant, but at the same time it won't overwash the colors. You're not going to get this over desaturated brightness area where the darker areas don't look really dark or anything like that. You get a really true, vibrant but natural color to everything. Everything doesn't look washed out. Finally, because I do more actually, I navigate over to sharpen. And I bring in medium sharpen or whatever you want to do. Previously I did 0.500, however I found that the text on certain images is actually kind of hard to read on 0.500, the smaller text. So you want to turn it down to 0.300, alright? And this will significantly sharpen the image, so everything will look a lot more accurate, a lot more better quality, but at the same time it's not going to look so sharp to the point where you can't read really small text. And that is what I do. That is more or less what I do. The next thing you're going to want to check is the settings for the game. Everything is set at previously 0 here. I'm just going to change these to be 0. So when you, as you can see, the game's really loud. So I usually take the volume and I turn it down to a negative 10 to 15. I had it at negative 12.5 before, so that should be fine. I usually take my commentary and I turn it up to either 2 to 5. So 2. So this way,
that game was so frustrating, but still, alright, quality. And you skipped out on all these.
You'll see.
Halo was one.
See, look. that was a good example of me, you know, of during my commentary. You're able to hear me at the same time you're able to hear the game, and it wasn't too loud to the point where one overshadowed the others. And that's basically what I do. After that, I just click render. There is actually more I do in the rendering process, so I select all and I click render. I already have a template that I created for myself, YouTube gameplay video, but you want to navigate over to Internet 1280 by 720 at 30 frames per second. And you want to go, once you click that, click Customize Template. What you're going to do is you're going to have the video format. Well, first of all, you can name it to whatever else you want. If you want to name it, I just named it YouTube gameplay video. It's easy for me to see and click. But the video format, you're going to want to leave it ABC, 720p high definition, main, CABAC, 29.2970 NTSC normal frames per second, none. Pixel aspect ratio at 1, but you also want to change the bit rate. You want to change the bit rate up to 10 million. That's what I do. I then go to audio. You're going to want advanced audio codec at 48,000 hertz, excuse me. And I usually take the bit rate and I turn it up to 192. With stereo audio, right? You don't want surround sound because some people don't actually have the some people don't actually have surround sound set up on their computer. And then project video rendering quality, you want that in the best possible quality. And that's basically what I do, but that's already in my YouTube gameplay video. Yes. Now you might be asking yourself, okay, how long does the rendering take? How long does the uploading take? Alright? Usually for me, the rendering process takes however long the video is. So this video is around 47, well really it's around 50 minutes. It's 50 minutes long, this video. That means that it'll probably take about 50 minutes to an hour to actually render and get that all set up into making a video. Now uploading, how big are these videos usually? Alright, well this is an exception, this is a longer video. But let's take my first impressions, my first 30 minutes of the game. Those are usually anywhere from 2.5 to 3 gigs, I would say, in file size, and I upload those. Those usually take about, I would say, 40-45 minutes. All right. At this particular house, I have a 6 megabytes or megabit connection upload speed with a 32 megabit down. At my Xbox house, I just recently upgraded my internet, so now I have a 25 megabit download speed with a 28 megabit upload speed. So obviously, depending on your internet speed, you're going to want to go to speedtest.net to test it out, and then that will tell you exactly how long it should be. You should, I recommend at least having 5 megabit upload speed. That should be perfect for doing your thing. That'll actually alleviate some of the stress of having to upload. It won't take nearly as long. So that's that. My unboxing videos, those are usually around 15 minutes. Those are usually 700 to 1.2 gigabytes, alright? So those are slightly smaller. Now, recording console gameplay, what do I do? Well, I have the component cables that came with the capture card. It's like a separate output, but I basically have the component cables running from my PS3 to the adapter from the capture card. Then I have it stereo audio, you can see right there. The red and white audio cords, those are from my PS3. And to record, I basically go to my PlayStation 3 menu. So here we are. Oh look, PlayStation Home, what a great service. Go down to my display settings, and I select component/D terminal. It's going to change it. I then, on this, drop down and select D-sub, which is your component cables. Oop, it's changing. There we go. And then that's how I get it set up. Now I usually click 480p and 720p, however lately I've been having trouble for it to actually display in 720p. So hold on, give me a sec. Will you actually work this time? No. I think a cord is loose down there. I'm going to have to mess with the cords. But I select 480p and 720p. This graphics card does have the capabilities to record in 1080p, I believe. I think, yeah, 1080p. However, I'm unsure. Here, let me select 1080p. Does it do 1080p? Alright, no, it doesn't do, it does 1080i, it doesn't do 1080p, so the problem with doing 1080, Yep, see, it's still glitching out. Alright, so it's a weird thing. But the problem with doing anything more than 720p is that you get this huge delay. It's like a half a second delay, and it's very noticeable. It's kind of annoying when recording at higher qualities. But I record in 40p and 720p and 720p, and you might be asking yourself, alright, wait, you seriously play on a screen that small when you record gameplay? Hell no. You're gonna maximize the window. Wait, you play on a screen that small? Really? No, I don't play on something that small. I would get so frustrated if every time I had to record a console gameplay footage, I had to record, or PS3 gameplay footage, it had to play on a screen this small. So this capture card, the software is awesome because you double click on the screen, boom, and you have full screen playback now. And those bars, those borders right now go away. You'll see them go away. There we go. So now it's actually like I'm recording and playing at a full screen resolution. So I get a full screen resolution when playing. It's perfectly fine and awesome. And then that's that. So I'm going to cancel this and move back. And with the audio, I just change it from the optical audio to the standard dual, standard left and right audio stereo outputs. And that's how I record, oops. And that's basically how I record my console gameplay. And I use the same formats, the same editing tools when recording PS3, same thing. So I'm not getting a loss in quality there. And that's what I do. So that is how I record gameplay videos, guys. It's pretty much all there is to it. I will also make another video. It's probably going to be coming up later today. I'll make another video of how I do it with my standard capture card, the AverMedia Game Capture HD. This is the game broadcaster, so I'll do another video where I'm doing the AverMedia Game Capture HD. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Goodbye.